Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help. And King of Floors, your vinyl, laminate, and engineered flooring superstore.
It is Wednesday, and all of our guests today, including Conor Garland, who's standing by, are sponsored by the O's marketing team at Royal LePage. They will find your next home in Nanaimo, Nanoose Bay, Parksville, and Qualicum Beach. Find out more at wearerealestate.com. As I just said, we're joined now by Conor Garland, a right winger acquired by the Canucks from the Coyotes last Friday. He's got himself a new deal with the Canucks, and Conor joins us now. Conor, thanks so much for doing this. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you doing, guys?
Very well. Your reaction to the move to Vancouver and getting yourself a new contract?
Yeah, well, it's obviously, a nice day. It's, something you work pretty hard for, is to be able to, sign a contract like that. So, you have some security and, you kind of fulfill your dream of playing in the NHL. And now, I know that I'll be playing in the NHL for, at least the next 5 years. So it's nice and be able to, enjoy it a little bit with my family. But now, kind of get back to work in these next few days and start to get ready for the season.
What do you know about who do you know on the Vancouver roster, and what do you know about the city of Vancouver?
Well, on the roster, I played with Zach McEwen in junior in Moncton for 2 years, and I'm actually really good friends with Jack Rathbone. Someone I spent a lot of time with in the summer skating and golfing together. So I know both of those guys, but a lot of guys have reached out, sent me some texts, so made me feel pretty welcome right away. So it's I look forward to meeting a lot of them, come training camp.
Okay, Conor, you mentioned a name there, Jack Rathbone. What's your connection to him? You mentioned golfing. And what do the Canucks have in Jack Rathbone?
I've been skating with him a lot this summer, and how much better he's gotten in the last few years is crazy. And we play in a 3-on-3 with all NHL guys in the summer, and something I hear a lot after games is how good, people think he looked. So I think he's going to be a really talented player in the NHL for a long, long time. And, he's a little undersized like me, but he just plays so hard. And he's in a lot better shape than I am. So I got some lifting to do. But he's going to be a great player.
Conor, have you had a chance to talk to Travis Green and kind of get a feel from the coach where you fit or where he plans to put you?
No, we've chatted once. It was kind of a brief call just to welcome me to the team, and I think we'll chat here, soon about about some soft systems and but nothing about where he sees me or what my fit is. I mean, I have a good sense of what I'll come in and do, and I'm sure they already do as well. And I'm just looking forward. I get a chance to play with some great players coming up this year, so wherever I'm slotted in the lineup, I'll be pretty happy.
Who impresses you on this Vancouver roster?
You kind of start with, Pettersson and Hughes and Horvat. And then, it's funny is I was looking at the roster and I saw what, JT Miller has done in this league for numbers. I honestly didn't know he was, that put up that many points. It's kind of impressive. So he's a terrific player as well. But, Pettersson was a rookie, I think, the same year as me. So someone I kind of, watched, and we went up against him a lot in Vancouver, and I think he's one of the, top players in the league. So it'll be fun to be on a team with a guy like that. So just looking forward to it.
We're talking to Conor Garland. Conor, you grew up in Massachusetts. I think I've got the name of your hometown right. Is it Scituate? Scituate. Okay. I was close.
That was an attempt as I've gotten, though. That was pretty good.
Not bad. Okay, so your hometown, what can you tell us about it, and how was that place able to produce, including yourself, so many NHLers? Yourself, Ryan Whitney, Ryan Donato, Ted Donato, and 1980 U.S. Olympian Dave Silk. How does that happen, Conor?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. We've been lucky. Obviously, I actually grew up next to Ryan, and someone, who I hang out with quite a bit, along with Rathbone. We're kind of in the same friend group. So it kind of helps when you have each other living right next to each other. We compete and practice together. So, but yeah, they've done a great job. They don't even have a rink in town. So it's kind of funny that way.
Okay, so you grew up in Massachusetts. And forget about 2011 and that Cup final for a second, Connor. Do we assume you were a Bruins fan growing up?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of strong feelings towards the Canucks that summer. I mean, they were. I would say that's probably top 3 Cup finals since I've been alive. That was such a good series. So, yeah, I mean, I won't even talk about it because it was a pretty good day for me when the Bruins won that. So,
what were your feelings towards the Canucks in 2011?
well, I didn't like a lot of them. I was a huge Bergeron and Marchand fan, and there was some stuff going on in that series that wasn't taken kindly. So, but no, it was good. Obviously, that was like I said, great series, and I'll admit it. I mean, when they won, I was celebrating. I had a fake Stanley Cup and everything. So, but hopefully, the next time I'll be with the Canucks. So
there you go.
Hey, Connor, the Americans are catching up to the amount of Canadians in the NHL. It's getting close. I mean, there was a big gap. It's not a big gap anymore. What is the USA doing right in developing hockey players right now?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think the game's just gotten bigger here. Obviously, we've had, growing up, when I was real young, it was, Crosby and Joe Sakic and Steve Yzerman, and there's a lot of Canadians, not many big U.S. names. And now you see Patrick Kane and Jack Eichel, Austin Matthews. And, the game's gotten bigger in the U.S. and it's more stars that are coming from the U.S. So I think that just grows the game naturally when you see a guy maybe from your own state that's, an NHL All-Star, year in and year out. And, you can look at a guy like that and try to become it. So I think, as we just keep getting more stars coming from the U.S., there will be better and better players.
Hey, Connor, you mentioned something earlier in the interview, your size, 5'10", 165. Have people doubted your abilities to excel at a high level? And if so, has that driven you?
Yeah, and that's even too big. I'm probably around like 5'8", but I am a little heavier than that, 165 light. I'm around 177, so I'm a little thicker, but yeah, I'm definitely smaller than 5'10". But I see that, I get that all the time from that NHL site. But it's for sure. Growing up, I was cut from a lot of teams based purely on size. So obviously, you had a lot of naysayers, a lot of people who doubted me, and you kind of have a chip on your shoulder your whole life. And I've just always said I want to prove the people that believe in me, right. And that's kind of how I've looked at it. And, obviously with the contract I just signed, the Canucks believe in me as a player and as a person. So for the next 5 years, I want to go out and just prove them right.
Is that why you like somebody like Marchand?
Yes, exactly. Marchand, Marty St. Louis, Brendan Gallagher, Steve Sullivan, Theo Fleury, all guys I have admired for a long, long time and learn a lot from. So, and hopefully I can be somebody that, a small guy and small kid in Vancouver who, gets to watch and, can see themselves in me a little bit.
Not the largest fan base in Glendale. Are you ready for the heat that's going to come playing in Vancouver?
Yeah, I can't wait to embrace it. I played in the hockey market in junior in Moncton. And then it was weird going from, juniors to pro to having less of a hockey market. So I don't think many people experience that, but I'm excited. I can't wait. Obviously, there's a lot of pressure that comes with it, but, when you're up in Canada, you feel the buzz. Everybody's interested in the game, and it's a big deal Friday night when you're playing in Vancouver. So I look forward to, being on the home team for those games.
Well, welcome to Vancouver, Connor. This is this has been great, and just remember that looking back to that 2011 Stanley Cup final, if in the heat of the moment, it's okay if you bite somebody's finger. So just remember that, and we appreciate you joining us today. Thanks, Connor. All the best.
I appreciate it, guys. Look forward to meeting you at camp.
You bet.